the internet started out in 1964 as a project through DARPA, and it was never really designed to be commercialized. And then all of a sudden, once the government and these other organizations realized how powerful it was, then I feel like they wanted to redo it. Like I said, with all the tech censorship, and which is a reason to have the decentralized internet. But I feel like a lot of these projects are a way to try to monetize something that they didn't monetize in the first place, because it was never designed to be monetized. It was designed to be used among researchers at universities and the military.
That actually leads me to uh, dare I call it a conspiracy theory? I don't think that inside the DoD, I don't think that it was meant to be a research network. I think that they applied for funding asking for a research network, but I think internally they imagined the open web. Those people, and if you read their writings, you can see that they were imagining a lot of the things that exist today. And they were, to a significant extent, crypto anarchists who had worked their way into the Department of Defense and gotten these research projects on the auspices of creating a network that would survive nuclear war. And what they did was they created a network which would survive anything. Now, I feel that network is something that we just need to perfect. We need to improve on it. But I definitely think that the people who were designing it were thinking about us and where we would be today when everybody in the world is able to talk to each other and compare notes and say that political leader, they're lying, and to go around these old infrastructure, these old institutions.
It seems like you may be fearful that at some point the internet will be either more controlled or censored or just shut off. Is that one of the reasons you started working on PKT? You've been working on this project for 8 years now.
Unfortunately, there are people who want to do this. You don't need to go any further than the what's a woman from New Zealand, prime minister. I don't know how this works. Saying that we need a new internet where things are controlled and where it's too much misinformation. And we need to have central control over the internet. They want to go back to the TV where they can decide what's going to be on the channel, but they also want a TV that can watch you. They want it both ways. But and as far as like internet shutdowns, yeah, the problem that we have is that these ISPs are a choke point, and you get into a country, you've got like four companies, and you got to make four phone calls in order to cut all of those people off. And it's not something that, yeah, sure, they find another solution, but it's something that might happen in a time of crisis, a time of high tension, when those are the moments when you need to get those videos collected and get them out of that country. And that's why actually one thing I really appreciate about Elon Musk is doing Starlink, because he's able people have another solution if the dictator or the government turns off the internet in order to prevent people from getting the word out about what's going on, then those people can just use Starlink.